welcome back to my channel. As always, I am your host, Dear Kharma, and today is going to be my Q&A video that I promised. I'm really excited for this one. It's my first ever Q&A, and you guys asked a lot of questions, so I'm excited to get right into it. First things first, we have this easy question. What do you like to watch on YouTube? This question was asked on YouTube, so that's fitting. And this one I would have to answer, I watch a lot of gaming YouTube channels. So I like to watch Minecraft YouTube channels, and I like to watch Karen and Connie Gaming, which is like, they do Sims building challenges. And I don't even own The Sims, but I just love their videos. I think they do a really good job. I also watch a lot of commentary YouTube channels, so Danny Gonzalez, Jarvis Johnson, stuff like that. And I also like to watch Creepcast, which is a podcast by Wendigoon and Meat Canyon. And I also watch their individual channels as well. So those are pretty much like my most watched things right now. Next, we have a couple questions that I'm going to combine into one, which is, what is my favorite card deck? Now, I think one question asked, what's my top 3 card decks? So I brought them down here to show you guys. I would say number 3, third place, is the Basical regular bicycle card deck. I just love it. It's like one of my go-tos anytime I like to play. I just love the look of the cards, and I love that it just gives like that nostalgic basic feeling. So just the OG does it for me. Second, I would have to say my bicycle Stargazer deck, which you can see the box is very torn up because I have used this one a lot. I'm just obsessed with the imagery. I'm obsessed with the back of the cards, and I'll have to show you because the cards themselves are black and space themed. So you'll see they have gorgeous symbols, and I think that it just looks really nice. It's kind of hard at a glance to tell apart like the black suits and the red suits because they all just kind of look like that glowing pink color. But nonetheless, this is definitely one of my favorite decks, so this probably makes second place for me. And first place for me has to be this teal Gemico deck, which I actually found at an antique store. And the reason I like it so much is A, the color. I just love blues and greens, and I especially love this shade of teal. But I also really like how it has a hole punched through it, meaning it was used at an actual casino. And I love telling that story anytime I break this deck out. I can't even count the amount of times that I've played card games with it. And so, yeah, this probably makes number 1 deck for me. Next question. A couple ones that got asked a lot were about like things that I've learned while doing YouTube. So one of them is any life lessons that you have learned. So this one's a little bit more broad. This one was asked on Facebook, and what I have to say to that is I've learned to just try everything. I know it sounds so cliche. Everybody always says, try everything once. Everybody always says it, but it's so true. I was very shy growing up. I was definitely like a quieter kid, and I didn't really get involved in a whole lot until my later years of high school, and when I did, I just had so much more fun. I made way more friends, and I found a lot of people with similar interests as me. And I've kind of carried that mindset with me into college, and it definitely holds true. I'm involved in so many clubs now, and I've even held some leadership positions. Like, I've been president of a club during my sophomore year at college, which is amazing. And I've met so many amazing people and so many great friends, and that's all I gotta say is just try everything once. What's the hardest thing about being a YouTuber? This one is a really good question. I was really excited when I saw that it was highly voted. For this one, I would have to say the hardest thing about being a YouTuber is finding the motivation to make videos sometimes. Sometimes it's really hard, especially when you look at the view count and you notice that, like, okay, some of my videos barely break 100 views. And I know that that can be a big thing for big YouTubers too. Sometimes they can get really caught up on like, I don't have that many subscribers, I don't have that many viewers, what am I doing this for? But my advice for overcoming that is just finding your purpose. Why are you doing YouTube for? For me, I do this for fun. I don't do it for views. I know that I don't have very many viewers or subscribers, and I don't care. I just like doing YouTube. It's fun to make videos, and it's fun to pretend that I have an audience to make videos for. and especially getting support from my family really helps me. So, support and just understanding why you're doing YouTube, that's what helps me overcome that. But yeah, definitely the hardest part is sometimes finding motivation. Another question asked, what is my favorite card game and what is content that I want to do in the future? It's kind of cool because card games is something that I actually do want to do in the future, and I will expound upon that in a bit. My favorite card game, I have two answers because there's two that I've been playing a lot lately. There's 31, which is a great, fun game. I know I mentioned it in my vlog channel, in my White House vlog on my second channel. You can see the thumbnail here. And 31 is just a really easy game. Everybody is dealt 3 cards, and the whole point of the game is to get the closest to 31 while everybody else is not. And you can knock if you think that you're close enough to 31, or if you get exactly 31, then you can just like put your cards down and you win automatically. And it's really easy, super simple to explain, and that is one of my favorite card games. My second one, Rummy. I love Rummy. It's very much like Rumacube, the board game, and that's why I like it so much, is because I kind of grew up on Rumacube. And I love Rummy. I love that you can take cards that are like all the way down on the discard pile as long as you like play it. I really like that one. And it also kind of makes me nostalgic because I play that one with my mom a lot. Content you want to do in the future? That's a really good question because I myself have been asking myself that. One thing I'm working on right now with my boyfriend is music. So there's a couple song parodies on my channel that you can look through, and I've written so many more song parodies. And what I'm really working on right now is working on making those into actual videos. Of course, I have to figure out how like the rights and copyright all works, and I have to see if I'm still allowed to post it. Of course, I don't care if it's copyrighted and I'm not monetized. That's fine. But aside from song parodies, I actually do write serious songs. I have about 90 songs that I've written, and I'm working with my boyfriend right now to create some album mock-ups and to create some music. We currently have one song done called Mixed Signals, and we're working on deciding if I want to release it as a single or if I want to wait and release it as a whole album. So stay tuned for that because I'm really excited. I think it turned out really good, and it's my first ever song, and I'm really, really excited because I wrote this song back when I was probably 15, and that was about 5 years ago now. So it's been a long time coming, and I'm really excited to show all of you. And other content that I'm willing to do is make card game tutorials, especially on my favorite games. So I have to think about which ones I want to do. Some that I'm probably going to do is Trash, Rummy, 31, and Golf. Those are some of my favorites. Next question is, what is your favorite childhood memory related to music? Now, I really like this one because it's really interesting and really unique and doesn't really have to do with like being a YouTuber, which is really interesting. For this one, I would have to say, oh, I have a couple answers. One answer is, while doing dishes with my little sister as a kid, we would just create songs about how torturous it was to do dishes, and we would like create these songs together, and we would present them to our mom, and she would just like roll her eyes because we're being dramatic kids about how awful doing dishes is. But that's definitely something that like I look back on fondly because it's just like bonding with your sibling when you grow up fighting all the time. It's just something that's like a really good, sweet memory. And another answer that I have to this question is, me and my cousins and my family, we all went to Put-in-Bay, Ohio, like when I was like an early teenager, and that's when I discovered the Beach Boys. Because my aunt and uncle blasted Beach Boys music as we were golf carting around the entire Put-in-Bay Island all day. And I really discovered my love for the Beach Boys songs, especially Kokomo and Surfin' USA. Those are some of my favorites. But it was just a really great day, and I really look back on that, and it's just the wonderful summer beachy vibes, and especially getting along with everybody and all my cousins and stuff. Great day. Great day. Another question I was asked on Instagram is how I came up with my channel name. Now that's actually kind of a funny story, and I really like answering this one a lot. I came up with the channel name Dear Kharma based on how many letters I get. It's something that I just think sounds really cool, how every letter starts with Dear Kharma. whether it's a college admissions letter or it's a business letter, or even if it's like a bill or something about loans or whatever may have you. But I always thought Dear Kharma just holds such a good presence in my heart, especially since I had a couple pen pals as a kid. So I would always get letters starting with Dear Kharma. And I also like to think that I am a dear, I like to think that I'm pretty sweet. And so that's how I came up with the channel name. Another question I was asked is on Facebook, and this one says, can you give us a rundown of the equipment you use to make your videos and what you use to edit? Now, this is a really good question. I can show you now. What I like to use for my videos is literally that. Literally all I use is a tripod that my boyfriend got me, so I made him co-producer because of it. And I love it. I use this for every video. It's super easy, it's super adjustable, and I really like it. And what I use for my editing, well, for my thumbnails, I use Google Slides. So here's a picture of my Stars and Stripes video, which is soon to come out. And I just like Google Slides. I just think it's really easy to use. And I use Google Images to find an image of the deck of cards, and then I just take a photo with my regular phone camera. And that's the camera that I use to make my videos too, is just my phone camera. Nothing special. And the editing software I use UCut, which is just a phone app. I do the editing, recording, importing to YouTube, all of that literally just on my cell phone, which is probably not the most professional thing to do, but it works for me, and I think that my videos come out very good quality, and so that's what I use. So nothing special, and I think it's kind of inspiring in a way, because it shows that like literally anybody can do YouTube and make high quality videos, and so I encourage anyone to give it a shot, because really there's not a whole lot of preparation involved if you do it my way, and yeah, I think YouTube is really fun, and I think everybody should give it a shot. Even if you don't have an audience to do it for, it's just fun to do it for yourself. Okay, the final question that I've been asked was, what card deck would you like to see created? If you had to create one, what would it be? Theme, colors, etc. This one, I prepared a little mock-up for you guys. Now, I play some video games, not a lot. Mainly I play Minecraft and Animal Crossing and Hello Kitty Island Adventure because I love the cutesy style. And I used to play Stardew Valley, but I haven't really been into that as much. Animal Crossing is definitely one of my favorite games. And so I would love to see Bicycle, especially, create an Animal Crossing deck of cards. And I created a little mock-up for you guys. So this is what I think the back of the cards should look like. I think I am in love with like the blue leaf style that they have in the game. And I think it would look really cute and really simplistic on a deck of cards like this. So that's what I think that the back should look like. And I think that the suits should be teal and orange instead of black and red. And I think that that would just look so incredibly cute, especially since teal and orange show up in the game. Like, they have, like, an orange bandana, and they have, like, teal shirts and hats in the game. And, of course, I think that the king has to be Tom Nook. He's basically the main character of the game, aside from yourself. The queen has to be Isabel, who does the announcements every morning. Plus, she's so cute. And I definitely think that the jack should be KK Slider. And I even had an idea where the suit cards, they could be different fruits. So I think that the green really matches the teal. So this would be a 2 of spades with the pairs. And I think that the orange should be the fruit oranges from the island, which is actually my native island fruit. So fun fact. But look how perfect that looks. The green and the teal and the double orange. That just looks so good. And I just think it would look amazing. So I would really love to see Bicycle create this, with credit to me, of course, for coming up with this amazing idea. Well, that's all we had time for today, but I would love to do another Q&A in the future, especially when I get more subscribers and more questions. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to everybody who submitted a question. I hope I got everybody in this video, and I had a really great time answering all these questions, and I hope that you learned a little bit more about me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!